Good morning, boys and girls. Today we have our show what you know about the human body. We'll be talking about the building blocks of the human body and nutrition. So, we've been talking about this for the past couple of weeks, and there will be three different parts to this assessment. So we are going to go ahead and get started on the first part in just a moment. But let's go over our procedures and our expectations before we begin. If you have headphones, make sure your headphones are plugged in. It's okay if you only have one headphone ear working. You only need one. If you do not have headphones, you need to have your volume turned down so that you can still hear it, but so it will not distract the others who are taking tests around you. We do not want to distract others. Now, if you need anything during the assessment, you may raise your hand and pause the video, and I will come and help you. Now, our first part is going to be over vocabulary that we heard from our read-alouds. So for this section in our assessment, I will be reading each question twice. Remember, if you need extra time, some extra think time, then you may pause the video, have your think time, figure out the answer or make your best guess, and then play the video. So let's get started. I'm going to say a sentence using a word you have heard in the read aloud. First, I will say the word, and then I will use it in a sentence. If I use the word correctly in my sentence, click the smiley face. If I do not use the word correctly in my sentence, click the frowning face. I will say each sentence 2 times. We're going to do number 1 together, so yes, I will be giving you the answer for number 1, but that is the only problem I will give you the answer to. So, number 1, liver. The liver, located in your throat, is one of your least important organs. Number 1, liver. The liver, located in your throat, is one of your least important organs. So now I'm thinking about where the liver is. I'm thinking about which body parts are in your throat. And I know the liver is not located in your throat. It's located in a different part of your body. And it is one of the most important organs. So I know the answer is going to be frowning face. Frowning face. So I'm going to click the frowning face. Now you see, you just got to have a peek inside Miss Walton's brain. So use that type of thinking whenever you are answering your questions for your show what you know. Think back to what you know, and it will help you answer the questions. So, number 1 again is the frowning face. Number 2, and the rest of the questions you will have to do on your own. Number 2, saliva. Saliva is the fluid that leaves your body through the urethra. Number 2, saliva. Saliva is the fluid that leaves your body through the urethra. Number 3. Before I go to number 3, remember, smiling face means you agree with how I use the word in the sentence, and frowning face means that you disagree. So the word in the sentence for number 2 was saliva. I'm going to read that one more time and explain it a little bit further to make sure we understand. So number 2, saliva. Now listen to the sentence to see if I say it correctly. Saliva is the fluid that leaves your body through the urethra. Saliva is the fluid that leaves your body through the urethra. Number 3, remember to listen for the main word as I read it in the sentence. So number 3, cells. Your body is made up of cells that are so small that they must be viewed through a microscope. Number 3, cells. Your body is made up of cells that are so small that they must be viewed through a microscope. Number 4, intestines. Your large and small intestines are both part of the same long tube. Number 4, intestines. Your large and small intestines are both part of the same long tube. Number 5, bladder. The bladder is where feces stay until they are ready to leave the body. Number 5, bladder. The bladder is where feces stay until they are ready to leave the body. Number 6, nutrition. Poor nutrition is never a problem for people with money. Number 6, nutrition. Poor nutrition is never a problem for people with money. Number 7, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main energy source for the body. Now do the symbol, the hand symbol for this question if it will help you answer it. You may do it quietly at your desk. Number 7, carbohydrates. Carbohydrates are the main energy source for the body. Number 8, minerals. Remember to do the hand signal. Minerals. Milk provides calcium, an important mineral for the body. Number 8, minerals. Milk provides calcium, an important mineral for the body. Number 9, nutritionist. Number 9, nutritionists believe it's okay to eat lots of fats and sugar instead of fruits, vegetables, and protein. Number 9, nutritionists believe it's okay to eat lots of fats and sugar instead of fruits, vegetables, and protein. Number 10, kidney. Kidneys work within the excretory system to balance the amount of water in the body. Number 10, kidney. Kidneys work within the excretory system to balance the amount of water in the body. Okay, congratulations. You have completed the first section in our vocabulary part. We only have 5 more questions in this part of the assessment. Now remember, there are other parts of the assessment, but you are on your way to being very successful in finishing. For this next part, I'm going to read several sentences about the human body that you've recently heard. If what I describe in the sentence is correct, click the smiley face. If what I describe in the sentence is not correct, click the frowning face. Make sure you are thinking back to all the stories we have read and think back to our review from yesterday. Number 11, systems. The digestive and excretory systems are two of the human body's systems. Number 11, systems. The digestive and excretory systems are two of the human body's systems. Number 12, absorb. The villi inside the small intestine absorb nutrients into the body. Number 12, absorb. The villi inside the small intestine absorb nutrients in the body. Number 13, moderation. Starving yourself or overeating are examples of moderation. 13, moderation. Starving yourself or overeating are examples of moderation. 14, nourish. Foods such as fast food burgers, fries, candy, and cookies nourish the body. 14, nourish. Foods such as fast food burgers, fries, candy, and cookies nourish the body. Number 15, essential. A well-balanced diet, plenty of rest, and regular exercise are essential to good health. 15, essential. A well-balanced diet, plenty of rest, and regular exercise are essential to good health. Congratulations on being done with part 1 of your human body assessment. We are now going to move on to part 2. Alrighty, for part 2, you are going to look at the picture and you're going to need to pick the correct term from the options below that describe what the images are. And so I will be reading all of this to you. We'll do the first one together. The question number 1 shows a picture of 5 copies of the human body, but there's different things represented on the inside. And number 1 reads, these are blank. So the first option is cells. Are these cells? No. Number 2, organs. Are these organs? I see organs in there, but I also see pictures that don't have organs in them. Number 3, tissues. Now, there's tissues involved in all of these pictures, but I don't just see one example of tissues. So I'm going to look at the 4th option, systems. Oh, yes, I remember seeing this from our story. It laid out the different systems. Oh, that's right. The first picture is the circulatory system. Second is the nervous system. Third is the respiratory system. Fourth is the skeletal system. And 5th is the muscular system. So I know that the answer to this question is systems. So I'm going to click the 4th option because this picture is trying to tell me systems. Now, I'm going to move on to number 2. I will just be reading the question and the options to you, and you need to show me what you think the answer is. Number 2, these are blank. So look at the picture and think, these are blank. Now let's look at the options to see what we can fill in the blank with. First option, cells. Second option, organs. Third option, tissues. Fourth option, systems. Now, think in your head what it could be. I will read this one more time. Number 2, these are blank. First option, cells. Second option, organs. Third option, tissues. Fourth option, systems. Number 3, look at the picture and try to figure out what it is trying to show you. The question reads, number 3, these are blank. Is it option number 1, cells? Option number 2, organs? Option number 3, tissues? Or option number 4, systems. Option number 4 is systems. I'll read that again. Number 3, these are blank. Look at the picture. Try to decide. Your options are cells. Second option's organ. Third option, tissues. Fourth option, systems. Pick which one you think is correct. Number 4, looking at the pictures, the question reads, these are blank. First option, cells. Second option, organs. Third option, tissues. And fourth option, systems. Number 4, these are blank. First option, cells. Second option, organs. Third option, tissues. And fourth option, systems. Make your best guess. If you're not sure, you can pause, go back through, and answer the rest of these questions. Once you're done with this section, we are done with part 2, and we only have one more part left in our Show What You Know. Okay, for part 3 of our Show What You Know, you are going to type out the answers to 2 questions. Just to 2 questions, and I will have a word bank on the board. You can use the diagram of the human body on the wall as resources for how to spell. So, write in complete sentences. Make sure you have a capital letter at the beginning of your sentence and punctuation at the end. Number 1, explain what the digestive system does and what some of the organs in the digestive system do. Number 1, explain what the digestive system does and what some of the organs in the digestive system do. So I'm looking for what the digestive system does and for you to name some of the organs involved in the digestive system in your explanation. So if you need to pause now so that you can think, type out your answer, do so, and when you're ready for the next question, press play. Number 2. What should you eat to keep a well-balanced diet? Number 2. What should you eat to keep a well-balanced diet? Press pause on the video so that you can have your think time. Answer the question fully in complete sentences, capital letter at the beginning, punctuation at the end. Once you are ready, you will press play. And now you are done with your Show What You Know for the human body, building blocks, and nutrition. I am so excited to look over your answers and see what you learned during our read alouds and our discussions. Once you are finished, please raise your hand so that I know you are done. Then I will come and tell you what you need to do next. So remember, raise your hand before you press submit. I will come and see. I will tell you what to do next. Congratulations, second graders.